happening? How it do? What it be? These are your guys. I am one half of 2B1G. I am Mr. Freddy in the flesh, Mr. Fly Clips himself. And this is my guy.
You already know what it is, man. Unconventionally Miles, aka Mr. Frequent Flyer Miles. If you knew better, you do better. Paying attention is free. Come on, man. What's the vibes?
What's up? What's
What's
up?
the
How y'all
vibes?
doing today? You know what I'm saying? Today is it's a very special like pre-show pre-show eve because you know what I'm saying your boy birthday about to come up. You know
Next
what I'm
week,
saying?
right? Next
So
week.
next weekend, absolutely. So reaching a little milestone in my life, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all know when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all
What you
know,
got
some of y'all
playing?
don't know.
What you got playing?
Nothing, nothing spectacular. Be like actually really nothing at all. I might try to go to a little concert or something, but other than that, just you know what I'm saying, keeping it regular. Glad to make it to another
Good, just waking up.
another year and you know what I'm saying, hopefully make it to that day. And you know what I'm saying, it's all love. So, hey, we getting it
Happy early
going,
birthday.
keeping it moving. Appreciate
Happy
it. Thank you
early
very much.
birthday.
Thank you,
You know
thank
what
you,
I'm
thank
saying?
you.
Let's get it though.
So today we're gonna start off with something that I know you got an opinion about, but I'm gonna see what you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna see what I can get out of
I
you.
bet you I don't. Anytime you say that, I know you about to, I know you about to do some nonsense.
Okay.
What's the
So as far as the ladies go, how much makeup to you
Mm.
when you're with a lady is too much makeup?
Mm.
Like what's the to you, what's the bar? Is it more, do you like more no makeup at all? You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit da da da. Like I mean, women always talk about men don't care.
what?
So they don't think men care about stuff like this. So I'm gonna ask you the question and pose to you. So so we can
Too much,
we can get
too
it
much
kicked off.
makeup. If I give you a hug and it get on my shirt, that's too much makeup. Too much makeup for me is if we go out together, you look one way, then the next morning you look like a totally different person. That's too much makeup. Too much makeup is when your skin don't look real. You know what I'm saying? That's too much makeup to me. So like for me, like don't get me wrong, everybody like we all got things we do to enhance ourselves, right?
Right, absolutely.
But when you start looking like a totally different person when you enhance yourself and that's not really you, that's too much of anything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I definitely care about how much makeup a woman look because I want to care about you when you're just natural. Whatever that is, you waking up, getting out of the shower, whatever that is. Now, I'm not telling women don't wear makeup. Like, who am I to say that?
Right,
But having
right,
it caked on your skin, some makeup ruin your skin,
right,
right?
right.
Like it was times that I hugged a young lady I didn't see in a long time. Like I looked at my shirt and I was like, "Yo, that's wild. A polo joint too,
Oh,
disrespectful." And I just had to take
oh.
that on the chin, like, "Oh," you know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man, it's an enhancement. It's an enhancement. So that's too much makeup for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
oh my, and as a man, I care about stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I care about your flaws. I want to see them.
Right.
I want to adore your flaws. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
it's like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
if I can adore your flaws,
Right.
cool. Everything else is just an added bonus.
Right.
But if I see you one way, and this is who I think I'm rocking with, and then I see you another time, how about you, man?
I'm more on the light to no makeup for me. Like I can take some, like you say, if you're gonna be bleeding all on my shirt and you know what I'm saying, I can't even brush up against your cheek and say nothing and you know what I'm saying, foundation and everything fall all off on you. Like that's just too much. Like and if you got that much, how about let's just work on your skin? You know what I'm saying? Like let's find out
Some people got
why you
bad
think
skin,
you
though.
right, but let's find out why you think you got to do all that because it's probably something that we can probably, you know what I'm saying? I can probably help you get through a little bit. We can pick some type of remedy, you know what I'm saying? Get some lemon juice, squeeze on your skin, you know what I'm saying? Help you out so you ain't got to wear that much, but I like light to, like I say, light to no skin. I mean light to no makeup. Alicia Keys stopped wearing makeup for a while, and I used to hear some chicks like, I don't know why she did that.
She looked different to me though, bro.
She looked so and so. Why she? I'm like, but she looked so much more. She looked, her skin just looked regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not so much. It ain't so like. You can tell made up skin from, you know what I'm saying? You can tell makeup skin from just regular natural skin. And it's just something about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about.
Oh no, but because when I first seen Alicia Keys, she had makeup on. So I can clearly see the difference.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when I first seen her, I seen her made up.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Also, before y'all jump out of the window, there's gonna be some individuals that are insecure about their skin because they have skin issues. I get it. Yeah. If you could put makeup on,
absolutely,
and it looks natural, you don't look like a vampire. Some people put makeup on, they look pale. Like, at least make it look somewhat real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And again, we're just men. We're just commenting on something that we don't.
You asked me the question. Don't throw me in that loop.
Right. I mean, but but we just posed the question because it's been posed before. So we just putting it back out there. And no offense to, like you say, anybody with skin conditions or anybody that really needs help with their skin. Like, we apologize if we offend.
If you with them, you're going to see their skin, though, right? At some point.
If you with them, you're gonna.
So you know what I mean. And some individuals can't.
You can't hide it.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. So I had this conversation with one of my homegirls. You know what I mean? I forgot what she said, like, because I was like, I like natural, like I'm cool with how you look regular. She tried to roast me, and I was like, I'm gonna let you have that, because I know where I could go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I know where I could go with it. I'm like, I'm gonna let you have that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? What made you ask that question? It stemmed from somewhere.
No, just seeing ladies. And just noticing, the blatant difference, especially nowadays, how much most women are putting on a lot of makeup just so they can make the, you know what I'm saying, like make their hair do the little with the little curl thing, so they make it, you know what I'm saying, they got the makeup with the eyebrows, and it's all like, you know what I'm saying, it's just an extra thing, and I just don't a lot of women.
You see it a lot more than me. You got to, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because the industry you in, I don't see it. I'm telling you. You know what I'm
absolutely.
Saying? So you see it way more than me. Like,
and a lot of times it is exaggerated for like pictures and stuff like that. But at the same time, it is some women's, like, that's their thing. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? And again, if that's your thing, hey, more power to you. I can't be mad at you, because I don't want you to be mad at me about my thing, you know?
It's a good question.
But no, yeah, that's where it came from. Nothing, you know.
Do me a favor. Define the GOAT. No matter what industry you in. But if we wanted to narrow it down, we always talk about basketball. So let's take basketball out of that. Let's just say music. What makes somebody the GOAT? Matter of fact, no. Did you hear that Chris Brown and Quavo? Hold up, yo. Wait a minute.
I was waiting for you to go on one of them. At least one of them. At least one. It's about 6 beats though we could be talking about right now. But listen.
They said, didn't 50 Cent, somebody had a documentary like Beats or something, like, this is crazy. You heard that Chris Brown joint?
I heard Chris today.
He said something today?
No. I just listened to it fully today. I heard like a part of it, but I heard the full thing today.
All right, what you?
Okay, but we're gonna go back to when we was here last time, right? And you asked him about the J. Cole joint.
That was like 4 weeks ago.
No, it was
like 4 weeks ago.
It was the last time we taped.
Yo, bro, no, it wasn't. It wasn't the last time. I'm gonna punch you. It wasn't the last time.
I was just watching it, man.
Nah. What color shirt I had on? Exactly. That's how
I ain't worried about that.
That's how I know how long ago it was. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Yo, bro, I had on the green joint 3 weeks ago.
Anyway, that's not what it was, man. Stop it, man. Okay. This is what it was. You almost made me lose my thought, man. You know I'm old, dog.
They don't got nothing to do with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Drink some water. Get it back. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yes.
Because we didn't talk about it when Drake didn't come back as of yet.
Right.
Okay.
And you asked me because you had asked me how I felt about his verse, and I told you I hadn't listened to it.
J. Cole's.
Yes, to J. Cole's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I listened to it. But then as I listened to it, that's when I also, after that, you know, so that's when Drake dropped in, and you know what I'm saying? Now we to hear it, and some other people then dropped in. Rick Ross dropped in, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been dropping in. So
ASAP Rocky jumped in.
Oh, I ain't heard ASAP. Yeah, I ain't heard that.
Okay,
so let's address what you asked first. The Chris Brown joint.
Yeah.
I didn't know how deep it went until I dug a little deep, and I, you know what I'm saying, I heard some other people talking about it. And
Chris Brown won. No.
I don't think that boy, and matter of fact, I heard Quavo's too.
Okay.
I heard his too earlier today as well. He better stay in his little lane with his little group thing, and they not even together no more. Like with the passing of the one young man,
the Migos.
Yeah. So like, he lost. Yeah, he lost. He lost bad. He clearly lost. Yeah.
Like Chris Brown, very disrespectful.
Chris told him,
they better leave Chris Brown alone.
Yeah,
like, Chris Brown,
artistry
crazy. Chris Brown talking, and then went and hung out with his kids normal. Oh. Yeah, Chris Brown ain't playing. Yeah, Chris Brown ain't playing. So we got Chris Brown on that one. All right, so boom, you revisiting the Kendrick, the whole Kendrick
and J. Cole joint.
J. Cole is out of there.
Out of there.
Okay, J. Cole's out of there. All right.
And fling him out there like a bad card.
All right.
He out of there.
Okay.
Okay. When Drake came out of there,
drop and give me 50.
He came out with a Uzi, and he made sure he hit everybody he was gonna hit.
Okay.
He made sure of that.
So who this was better? His J. Cole? I mean, his Kendrick Lamar's.
Between Drake and Kendrick Lamar? But Kendrick Lamar ain't came back yet.
But Drake don't do that.
But I'm just saying, but not to what Drake done said.
No. Drake responded to what Kendrick said.
Right.
That was round one. Who won that?
Okay, Drake did.
Okay.
Drake did.
So who won against Drake and Rick Ross? You heard that Rick Ross joint? Yo, who won that? To you, in your opinion?
Oh, man. In my opinion, I gotta give it to Rick. Because but only because he was focused on one person. Like Drake hit about 3 or 4, 5, 6 people in his verse, like in his whole little.
Who won it? Who won it? He hit Kendrick. He didn't hit J. Cole.
He hit Kendrick. He hit J. Cole.
What?
Yeah, that's why I had to listen. I had listened to it.
He didn't diss J. Cole.
He hit J. Cole.
He just made the statement like, I don't care what nobody said. That's whack. That's what he said.
But that's hitting him.
Go ahead.
Future. Who else? Man. Come on,
man. ASAP Rocky.
But
Future, Metro Boomin, J. Cole, you said, Kendrick Lamar,
Boomin,
Rick Ross.
Yeah. Okay. Help me out. Come on, sir.
You moving around too slow, bro.
That's why I got you.
Nah, bro.
This is why I have you.
Nah, man.
I'm the older guy. You supposed to be helping. Come on, man.
Nah, man. I got a lot on my mind, man. That's why we're at.
See,
you feel me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. So in order, so you got Kendrick beating J. Cole, Drake beating Kendrick, Rick Ross beating Drake.
Yes.
And Chris Brown is in his own tier because he went right at who he wanted to go to, saying the name.
He did.
He did. Okay.
He did.
Okay.
He did. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So in order of the big three, quote unquote, what's the order? You still can't compare? Because I know you that's what you say.
That's what you say. No,
or preference wise, no. Who do you listen to?
I can't compare. No, but I can't compare. Like since you I can't compare. I can't.
I want my producer, my engineer, to put the little cartoon and say 3 minutes later. You know how when somebody take forever? Because this is like, this is a while ago. I had on an Adidas shirt when I asked you. That's how I know how long ago it was. That was 3 episodes ago now. You feel me? It took you a month. We was in March. All right, so cool. Go ahead.
I just got all the evidence, man. You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
You moving like the FBI.
Hey, man. But they still get their man.
Go ahead. So what you got? What's the comparison?
Okay, so how you want me to do? You want me
to
put
do
them in
however
order?
you
No,
want to do.
No. I want you want me to put them in order, like who I like better, like what you trying?
Yeah. Put them in order.
If I put them in order, it go Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
I think it's alcohol in this shit right here. Yo, it's alcohol in that shit. Yo, we got alcohol in that shit. What's in that? That's vodka? Yo.
Okay, you just said
go ahead.
We going off of the beef versus that we talking about, or we talk, or that's what
I'm talking about in general.
Oh my God, man!
You
be switching this shit up, man.
Yo,
Come on.
I said who's better, bro?
In
general,
man.
Go ahead.
I'm talking about who's better? Off of the verses, off of that.
In general.
Jesus, I still okay.
Okay, that's
in general. In general, I pick Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. In general, that's what I pick.
As rappers. I agree. Finally.
My God.
Finally, though. Finally. So now, to add on to that question, how do you describe GOAT status? Like, what makes somebody a GOAT? And can it only be one GOAT?
Well, what makes you a GOAT really is the people that listen to you.
We talking about music, okay.
Or even if you're talking about just in somebody's other different field, it's the people that hold you to that esteem. Because if don't nobody know about the things that you do, you can't be accomplished. So to me, like being a GOAT is relative again to what we're talking about, to whatever category, whether it's rapping, shooting jump shots, playing the overall game, kicking field goals, catching passes. It's so wide open to being, you know what I'm saying, the greatest of all time. Of whose time? Of what time? You know what I'm saying? But I just can't. I just can't give you a concrete definition of a GOAT, though. I can't. Like, it's because I know personally, and I'm sure you do too. Like, we can go through and say some stuff like, I know dude that I know greatest of all time. He'll hit you on the chin, knock you out, no problem. And he lived down the block from me. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I seen greatest of all time. You know, we could talk about Mike Tyson, but I seen dude do this constantly more times than Mike Tyson got into a fight.
But the reason why I can't say that's the GOAT, because he's not doing it on the highest level. So that's why I wouldn't put that person in the GOAT.
But okay, but even the level thing is relative. But that's what I'm saying. Because the highest level in profession.
Yeah. So because I can say this, right? I could say I know a dude who cut hair on my block that's dead nice, but he's not cutting hair in the capacity of other individuals, right? So you put your reps in. You don't know who's coming in your chair all the time, right? So you basically doing things on the spot. The dude on the block who could cut hair, he doing everybody he know. He's accustomed to what they want. Compared to, like, it's like when you hoop and you play in a tournament and you don't know somebody, you don't know their tendencies. Right? When you get in a cipher and you don't know this dude can rap, it's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
When you a boxer
and you can still shine on top of him.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you a boxer and it's like this dude may come from another country, or you go to another country and you fighting somebody and you don't got no game tape on them, and you show up consistently over and over and over and over again, no matter what terrain they put you in. That's what I look at. I look at no matter what the situation is, right? I'm like, he did what he does. Where some people fold in a sense where it's like you're a totally different person when the lights come on. You know what I'm saying? Because even if we talk about boxing in the gym, somebody may be a beast but lose their fight when it matters.
Right, absolutely.
Right. So when I'm looking at the GOAT, I'm comparing the highest level when it matters. Right. That's a rule for me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm looking at Kendrick Lamar could rap, but he takes so much time off to me. So so people could be like, that's not a knock. Well, for me, it is. What I listen to it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What I listen to, it's a knock.
But that's where the personal opinion lies as far as anybody else's GOAT though as well. So it's always gonna be open for interpretation.
Yeah, but that's why I asked you, what's your GOAT? That's your opinion.
In rap or in,
you can pick whatever you want.
I can pick whatever I want. The greatest person of all time for me, I would say, man.
This is why I give you comparisons. This is why I give you.
Why? Because I like to think. I'm just a thinker, bro. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, bro, like, yo.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I just like to be calculated with my
Floyd or Muhammad? Let's get to it.
No, see, but that's not, again, there you go with the unfairness, though. Like, come on, man.
It was your personal opinion,
it's not
bro.
Floyd or Muhammad Ali.
Okay, cool.
Muhammad Ali.
Why?
Because I think he was better, tougher, more, and I just think he was tougher, and he changed the way you approach confidence. He started some of that shit. Like he started some of that outwardly bravado that you wouldn't get from nobody else because we black and they tell you to be quiet.
Okay, so that's why he's your GOAT.
I'll say that, yes, absolutely, absolutely, because he, and he just did it. I mean,
all right.
He told dude to say his name right, and dude would never say his name, and he whooped him for the whole fight on purpose. He could have knocked him out. He could have been knocked him out. He punished him the whole fight because he wouldn't say his name.
All right. That's your opinion. Got it. Like, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I mean? What you got? What you got for me? Like, that's your opinion? I'm not going to even say nothing.
Why not?
You know what I mean?
Why not?
Because
You're supposed to say something. That's what we're here for.
Because I don't agree.
You're not supposed to agree.
I don't agree. The reason
you're supposed to agree because you just told me it's mine.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't say anything. Because you didn't turn around and ask me the question, so I left it alone.
But you got to turn around and answer it. That ain't right.
Yo, I'm going with Floyd, bro. I'm going with Floyd. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, all right.
He didn't lose, bro. He didn't take a beating. He didn't take punishment. Part of boxing is fights he had. He didn't have no bruises, bro. He calculated every single opponent, and people gonna say a few here, a few there. Cool. Every single opponent, he was able to digest what they do, compute it, and whoop them. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay.
You not getting hit, and when you get hit hard, you still like, all right, I'm gonna figure it out. And you made the most money, and you change how boxing is looked at as a sport or how people get paid. What? The biggest thing that Floyd Mayweather said that stood out to me is like, I still got all my motor skills. I thought about it differently when he said that.
Okay.
So that's my opinion. I'm going with Floyd. And another reason I went with Floyd, I'm too young to watch Muhammad. Okay. So I'm gonna be respectful and at least say that. You know what I'm saying? I was too young to watch him. You know what I'm saying? Now he was super flamboyant for sure. You know what I mean? And flashy, cool. But I'm telling you who I seen.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I respect you for that.
That's
100% because a lot of people wouldn't do that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
You know, they'll just make it like, you know what I'm saying? And wouldn't say the other part. So no, that's respect. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
What you got?
You a hooper. We were just talking about hoop.
Used to be.
You a hooper. Once a hooper, always a hooper.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, again, you know a lot of hoopers.
Right.
Whether they were, how they say these days, formally trained, or, you know what I'm saying, you just know cats that can hoop. You know what I'm saying? Which do you think is better as a basketball player, the untrained natural hooper,
That's a
or
great question,
or the one that go and get a trainer and be around the cones and do all this and do all that? Like, who, like, let me know, yo, you know what I'm saying, what's your MB, you know what I'm saying, what's your side to side on that?
when you say the untrained hooper, those who didn't go to a trainer but they still work on their game though?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. I mean, they go, you know what I'm saying, they gym rats. They go around, they shoot hoop at different places. They, you know what I'm saying, they still work on you know what I'm saying, they pick up different stuff here and there. Okay, played against big dude, see him do good drop step. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put that in my game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Without, you know what I'm saying, that's what I would do, telling you, okay, hey man, we doing 10 drop steps today. We doing, you know what I'm saying, we doing 15 crossback crossovers. We're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, this over here, that, you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
I'm gonna go with the trained hooper in today's game. And I'm gonna go with the trained hooper, and I'm basing it off of if you're getting a trainer that's established. That's what I'm basing it off of, and this is why. Because a lot of people are not disciplined enough to put in the reps of what they need to do in a game today. They're not disciplined enough to know floater, no euro. They're not disciplined. A lot of kids, to me, don't have the same imagination that I see that when we was growing up had. We didn't have an option. They have an option now. So if you're gonna pay your money and they say, well, we're gonna shoot 1,000 jump shots today. If I'm gonna pay my money, I'm gonna shoot those 1,000 jump shots. But if I'm gonna go outside, because I didn't have a gym to play in, I went outside. So everybody want to play with you, right? It's different. It's very different. Also, these kids get to be in the gym their whole life pretty much and work on their game. They, like, I'm playing in the park with no net. So when I look at train now, it's just so many things you can utilize when you work with a trainer.
But I'm just saying the player though. Like, do you see, like, I'm saying if you put those two players on the floor, like the comparison of the player, like, you know what I'm saying, that do the drill comparison to the player that does not do the drill.
I can't answer that question. Because it's what basketball is right now is pretty much everybody got a trainer. I'm not running into too many individuals where this person don't have a trainer at all and this person does, and I'm looking at them in abundance.
Okay, like okay, Lamar Odom didn't have a trainer. Right?
That's okay. Cool.
But I'm just saying though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's a person that, like, nowadays,
Jamal Crawford,
no trainer. But nowadays, somebody would get a trainer to try to be like Jamal Crawford. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they'll set up and study all his moves and be like, okay, I'm just gonna train somebody to do these moves.
I understand that.
Instead of it being instinctively like Jamal Crawford, except I didn't heard him say, like, it's just your imagination. I just see something, I'm like, okay, I seen AI do the, you know what I'm saying, do the hezzy cross. So I'm gonna see if I can change that and do it.
But he learned that from somebody.
But he wanted to pick it up though, is what I'm trying to say. Like, his imagination wanted, like, he was like, I want to change something about this to see if I can make something of my own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just constantly just watching somebody and just doing every single time. Is because I would rather pick up Jamal Crawford than to pick up dude that play like everybody else all the time. Because I'd rather go on whatever creativity that Jamal Crawford gonna bring to the game is gonna be.
It's instinct at that point.
Right,
it's
but
instinctive.
But when he do it, it leak off into the other four, because now y'all got to start playing up instinct, because it's no more of I'm just gonna run to this spot and get it.
No different than Kyrie Irving.
Right.
But the reason why I'm saying I'm gonna go with the trained person still, because Jamal Crawford is a one-on-one. I can't see an abundance of individuals that wasn't trained that I'm like, yo, okay, sham guard. The list go on, right?
But this is what basketball used to be, though, G.
But the
difference of the player, that's what we used to get. That's what made you wake up and want to go hoop.
Exactly.
Because you didn't know who was going to be at the gym.
I understand, but the game changed. And I understand that. Like, I understand that. If you saying for me, like, which one would I prefer? I'm like, yo, bro, if I had a trainer back then, because I'm thinking I'm not able to shoot in the gym. I could not go to a gym with the little machine that kicked the ball back to you and shoot it. That's crazy.
But I wouldn't shot enough to have. I didn't have to have to do. I wouldn't shot hoop and the ball got kicked back out.
So you was able to not. I was not.
I was able to go shoot hoop, and I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
But were you able to shoot 1,000 shots just in the gym shooting, and the ball get kicked back to you?
Okay, I ain't gonna say 1,000 shots, but if I'm at the gym for 2 hours,
so in
a day damn near, like
y'all had the gym, y'all could go
get out of
hoop
school
like that.
Like we had teen club, and then we had like
in Michigan, y'all had a gym.
Yeah, I mean,
yo, bro, no, I didn't have no gym. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We went to school, we had a gym at.
Yo, bro, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I go to school, practice, go home, I'm outside.
Okay, I had a hoop outside, dirt all outside.
Nah, like New York is different, bro. I'm
just saying,
you're not going outside and hooping and people don't want to play a free 20. It's different, bro.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you still getting shots up. You still shoot, you still playing.
It's not the same to me. So if you telling me if I'm playing wise, yeah, I played a lot. But what I'm saying
but that's what I'm saying. In playing, you shot the ball.
But it wasn't to the point where I'm able to go to the gym specifically to work on my jump shot. And I had a gym to go to put up a lot of. I didn't have that.
Right. I understand you, but to me, there's no different. And you having one dude that you always played against that he wasn't gonna let you get your jump shot off of, and you was like, when I see him, I'm gonna get my jump shot off on him.
I still would have wanted to train. When I look at it now, I would have wanted.
I'm saying though, but as you're playing, you're practicing against that player.
Mm-hmm.
You practicing again. You get reps up against dude with the long ass arms all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you go to hoop, you young. You probably frequent that spot at least 2 or 3 times out of the week, maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going to I'm gonna go to the same park. I'm gonna go play with my homeboys or whatever the case may be. You probably. You know what I'm saying? Like back and forth, probably like once or twice a week, you probably frequent the same place.
No, bro. Listen,
never.
In New York City, this is what I'm trying to tell you. The setup in New York City is not like other places. I came out of my building, it's one court. I never played against the same people.
Okay.
Like the dudes who was good, I had to find them. I had to go somewhere. You're not doing that. Okay. So what I'm saying is for me, like if I wanted to go to Kids Bay, Gachos River, I got to travel to go there. Okay. Everybody can't do it. Like I didn't have no get out of school, just be able to be in the gym. Hell no. No. Yo, bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it was. When we was able to get a gym and we had a net, all the parks net was ripped down, bro. When I was able to go to I didn't know how to act for so long. We played on double rims everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You don't even know when the ball go in.
Yeah.
So if you tell me I could go to the gym and work on my game and save my knees, imagination, I could do that in my crib.
Right.
But getting to a gym consistently, that's crazy. If I could do it all over again, I'll go to the gym. I'm in the gym. I didn't have a LA Fitness, a light. What?
Right.
And I could go see pro players.
Right.
And lift weights? Are you what?
Right.
Man, come on, bro.
No, I'm with you on
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
you can, and the thing is, now you got the internet to see every single move and you can replay it over and over and over again. Now, I don't got to mimic that because everybody's body type is different. Everybody can't palm the ball. Everybody don't got a great left hand. But I could go back and that's crazy. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying how I was brought up in the environment that I was in. I couldn't have that if I wanted to.
Right.
Unless somebody took you in. You know what I mean? I didn't have that.
And that's what the environment
exactly.
was.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But if I'm always going to go with the instinctive player and they're able to go to the gym and work on their game. The instinctive player, you can't teach that.
Like Rod
you born with that. You born with that.
Right.
You born with that.
Right.
Like you born with that. Like certain tools, you born with that. But working on your jump shot, you got to go to the gym.
Absolutely.
You got to go to the gym.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, you just got to shoot a lot.
So, all right, let me ask you this. Would you rather be Jamal Crawford or Stephen Curry?
Jamal Crawford.
Stephen Curry.
You asked me.
Yeah, no. But now I'm responding.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why would you rather be Jamal Crawford? Same career.
Right.
How it played out.
Right. Gotcha. Absolutely. Just because at the end of the day, I had fun. I had total fun and I got paid for it. And I'm not saying that he doesn't, but it was more of a satisfactory grind for Jamal Crawford than it is something that he probably, and not saying probably, and I'm only saying just because his dad and all that, like he probably was going to like end up on some type of path anyway. Like I seen Jamal Crawford when he was at Michigan, then he couldn't play, and then he, you know what I'm saying, all the little, you know what I'm saying, all the little stuff, but like just playing wise, like he just, when anybody play like it's a freedom you got. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't, not saying that Steph don't have no freedom, but you can just see
Steph has the #1 green light in the last 10, 15 years. His green light is when you can shoot threes from half court, no matter what happened. That's a different green light.
Right. Okay, but who's saying that Jamal Crawford couldn't? Like Jamal Crawford can shoot them shots.
Shoot what shots, bro? Shoot what shots? Jamal Crawford can shoot what shots?
Jamal Crawford can shoot 3-pointers. Just, I mean, I ain't saying just like that.
No. I said half court. You saying Jamal Crawford
half court?
Listen. You got to remember Stephen Curry pulling up from half.
But again, you making that sound like that. That's not a regular shot. Like that's not. He only.
It's not a regular shot for who?
I just hate when people say that, man.
It's not a regular shot for who?
That's he the only person that's just regularly taking that shot.
But my point is, most of the time when you shoot a long 3-ball, they taking you out the game.
Right.
That green light is different, is what I'm telling you. That freedom ain't different to be able to do that?
Again. No, because again, that's anybody. If I start hitting a jump shot from out that far, nobody's gonna tell me not to shoot it until I start missing more of them. If he ever started missing at a total clip, they'd be like, "Hey man, you probably think you should move it in a little bit." Believe me, motherfuckers would say that even if he didn't do it.
Stephen Curry.
Only because he hit him at the clip that he hit him at.
Wait a minute.
At that mark is the only reason.
Wait a minute. Stephen Curry, if he was missing those jump shots, people would tell Stephen Curry to move in? No, they won't. Stephen Curry earned that. He earned that. Stephen Curry earned that. Damian Lillard, when he shoot them shots, they tell him to move in? Do they tell him 2 people to move in? No.
I ain't on that team, but I'm sure somebody might be like, "Hey, man, I mean, hey, man, why not?"
All right. I'm going with Stephen Curry. You got Jamal Crawford. Got it. I'm going with Stephen Curry all day.
That's good. I mean,
all day. All day.
I like the swerver. I mean, I can shoot the jump shot. That's easy.
What?
That's easy.
The average person can't shoot a jump shot in the NBA. So hold on. So you said a jump shot's easy. The average person don't have a jump shot.
Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I ain't average. I can shoot a jump shot. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So it's harder to dribble? Because you say you would take the swerver. So it's harder to dribble than it is to shoot a jump shot?
Because I really don't have to be able to dribble to shoot no jump shot. No, absolutely not.
So it's harder to dribble then?
I mean, it's hard to try to dribble to get to the basket. Of course it is. For me to have to take one step and bust your ass from right here, of course it's easier.
Wait. So see, for me is it's easy to get by somebody. That's easy work. That's easy. Now, having a jump shot, I'm talking about 80%. I'm talking about if you shoot 10 threes, you hit 7 or 8 all the time. I'm talking about that type of, I'm not talking about, my jump shot look good. I'm talking about you got a jump shot. I'm talking about them Ray Allens, all of them jump shot. That's a jump shot.
Okay.
I'm talking about like that. I'm not talking about, I hit 5 and I shot 11. I'm talking about, bang.
5 for 11 ain't good. 5 for 11 got motherfuckers in the league getting paid.
That's in the league.
I'm just saying that'll get you a check. The point, anywhere in the world probably. Shooting 5 for 11 from 3.
Hold on. When we playing pickup, right? Because we ain't in the NBA.
Okay.
If you take fucking 11 shots, we might fight. 11. Yeah, that's
pickup game is 11.
Yeah. That's what I'm about. That's the NBA. But what I'm saying is, dudes with jump shots, they doing all that.
Right.
You seen it.
Okay, but like you just said, pickup, right?
But in pickup, you could dribble it.
But if we go into 11 and I know I got a jump shot, I'm at least shooting about 4 or 5.
That stuff is in shit. Long bombs.
I gotta shoot about 4.
Because I'm gonna tell you this. when you in the gym and you shake somebody and make a layup, compared to you shooting a 3-pointer, nobody ever get mad when you shake to somebody and go to the hole for a layup. Motherfuckers will get mad when you shooting mad jump shots.
Unless they know my jump shot is already wet.
Yo, bro, you shot just as many shots as the points we need to score. That's crazy. And back east, we don't play to 11. That's weird. They play 44-32.
Oh, see,
yeah, and we don't count. And back home,
I never
threes ain't threes when I was growing up.
No threes.
You know what I'm saying? Like we playing on a court with no 3-pointer. It ain't no 3-point. It's different. You got to see it to believe it. You got to see it to believe it.
I mean,
bro.
I haven't played on courts with no 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? But
trying to tell you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you. Let me ask you this. Let's switch gears. If you could give anybody advice, if you could give your younger self advice based upon what you know right now to succeed a lot earlier, what would that be?
I would definitely tell my younger self to don't spend the money. Get a credit card. That's what I would tell my younger self. To get a credit card. To start somewhere, but get a credit card. Don't put it off. Like, get a credit card. I never knew about a credit card until I was 30-something years old, G. Promise on everything I love in life. I never knew anybody. And if they did, and y'all listen to this and y'all had credit, I didn't know y'all had it. I didn't know nobody that dealt with a credit card. Never seen nobody deal with one.
So basically, get your credit right, get a credit card.
Yes. And that way I would learn how to put myself into some financial discipline. And by the time I was 35 or 40 years old, I would have already been smoothly on the track where I could have made myself branch out and flourish.
But let me ask you this. Getting a credit card does not give you discipline. It's a lot harder to be disciplined with a credit card because you're borrowing money.
Right. But at the same time, I needed to start from somewhere because I didn't know anything. Like of course I see commercials on TV and stuff like that, but I personally didn't know anybody that was dealing in credit that could tell me the ups and downs, I can put my son on a credit card and make his life better later on, or you know what I'm saying, just all the nuances that come with different kinds of money. I would say I was always in the cash in the cash is king.
Oh, okay.
Always, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was always cash is king, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know about credit, if you were shooting dice or something, you knew credit, or you know what I'm saying, you knew credit and dope, like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You didn't know about credit get you killed. You know about that if you ain't pay it, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But other than that, no. Like, so yeah, definitely.
So that's your thing for you? That's it right there? It's interesting. Because it's basically age gap too, right? It's age gap. Like, at the end of the day,
yes,
credit is more in your face. Is branded, is the way they show you is different, right? Like, now it's like, yo, credit.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. For me, is don't rush to get anything. That would be it for me. Don't rush. There's so many things that I purchased or bought or wanted that when I got it, I'm like, why did I rush to get this? Right? So patience for me. It's patience. You know what I'm saying? Like patience is important. So no matter what it is or what anyone's doing, I understand I move on my own pace. My pace is different. So I wish I would have slowed my pace down on how I did things. I was around older people, 10, 15 years ahead of me. So I'm doing what they want to do. I didn't need to do that. Right? So now it's a lot of things people love, I hate because I had it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so
Say
when I'm around
again.
people, it's a lot of things people
say it again. You said that fast. Like that just went past.
Yeah,
like, say that
it's
again.
a lot of things people love that I hate. Like I don't want it. I had it early. But the negative to that is like somebody would be like, yo, I want to get a crib, right? Before I was in the mortgage business. I'm like, why? Because I already had it. So I felt like I was raining on a parade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I wish I could go to that experience different, because when the older guys wanted it, I was like, because you like, yo, I relate to the older dude. So I'm like, I'm looking at people my age like, what we doing?
Why you ain't got Why you ain't got this?
Right. So the patience in it is like understanding like the people that I was around and listening to and following, I shouldn't have followed some of them people. I shouldn't have been around some of them people. I don't regret it. I'm just saying if I could do it over, right? Because it's wisdom in a person that pay attention and just analyze what everybody doing, right?
Absolutely.
Right? That's, you could get a lot of wisdom from seeing the mistakes people make. Compared to you the one making a mistake.
Yeah.
You do not always got to be the pawn.
No.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, so looking at it, there's a lot of times I could have been like, I could have just paid attention.
Yeah.
That's why paying attention is free. I could have just paid attention what they was doing. They bought this. Okay, how long they had it for? What did they get out of it? It's little things like that, right? So yeah, paying attention is free. So it's just understanding like it's okay to not have it when everybody else have it. Because you rushing to get it, you ain't ready for it. You dig what I'm saying? Like you might not, and that's what I understand. And that's why when I talk to some of my younger homies or people who look at me as a certain kind of figure, I'll be like, yo, you don't need it. I understand you want it. Right. But if you could tell yourself you don't need it, you're going to surpass me. You looking at me like I'm the pinnacle. I'm not. If you can be disciplined enough to be like, I don't need that. Because it's individuals I know, and I ain't gonna say their name. They know who I'm talking about. I used to tell them, yo, bro, you don't need that. You don't need that. I got it. Like, I'm in this position. You don't need it. And now they doing what I was doing. And I'm like, you see what I'm saying? So, okay. What else you got for me? What else you got?
Tell me how you feel about change.
Like, in today's, like currently?
Like just, yes, like just like how do you approach change, because it's constant, and especially in the stuff that you do and that we trying to do, like things are always in progression. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't handle change like other people do. Some people don't want to see change at all. You know what I'm saying? So tell me and tell them just like
I embrace it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it because I like to see things change with evolving and growing. When I think of change, I think of growth. Nothing is meant to stay the same forever, right? So, and the things that we try to make stay the same, you leave your mind in a stagnant mindset. And that stagnant mindset is going to leave you behind in a lot of situations. Now, don't get me wrong, like this, disturbing your comfort zone is extremely, extremely important, because in life, we're going to go through trials and tribulations, peaks and valleys. Things are not going to stay steady for a long period of time, right? So once you understand, like the change, you may not love it. The change may hurt. The change may bother you. It's situations where you can be with a group of people or have certain things and think, I'm going to have it forever. And there's a rude awakening, man. Like the things that we possess doesn't love us back, right? The monetary value in a lot of things you're never always going to be on top. That's why a lot of times when you see the individual making a ton of money in, let's say 2014, let's say 2024, but in 2028, they're not making the same money. A lot of times you're not understanding the change initiative and how you have to grow as a person to weather the storms and make sure you constantly elevating your mindset to keep growing, right? So the biggest thing for me is, as a kid, I hated change because I'm like, why does this have to change when I finally get it? I finally got it. Why does it need to change? Now I look at it like change is going to make sure I'm always on top of my game, right? And the change that I see is not just happening to me. It's happening in the world and to everyone else. And I'm not singling myself out with the why me. Okay. Let me get ahead of it. it's making me try to get ahead of the change now. Like when I get,
Right.
I don't want that no more. I shouldn't be doing that. Why am I doing this? What's going on with that? And
Right.
that's no matter what we're doing.
Right.
Remember when individuals had a 40-inch vertical, and now we like, yo, people jump this high. Remember when we was like Back to the Future when the car drove itself? The movie, now cars drive itself, right? Like individuals want things to stay the same, but that's not the world. Everything
Right.
is going to evolve. So
Right.
the things I always think about is, listen, change is constant, change is inevitable. So if you don't accept change, you're going to be left in the dust and in a bad situation because the world doesn't stop. Time doesn't slow down and everybody grow. Now, the pace you grow is on you, right? But so that's how I accept it. How about yourself? That's a good question.
I mean, hey man, you said it all. Heh. I ain't really gotta say nothing else about on that, man. You know, you summed that up pretty well, my brother.
So flip side of the question. How do you come to the determination that you got to move on from things or people that's not aligning with where you're trying to go?
That might be the hardest thing because it end up being a navigation of feelings and priority. And you have to decide which one you gonna emphasize on. Because if you go on your feelings, you gonna run on them for a long time.
Right.
But if you're going on priority, you're gonna have to sit up, kick yourself in the butt, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's tough to be. It's a tough choice, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough choice.
That's something I think about all the time.
It's tough, man.
You done? My bad. I don't want to cut you off.
No.
Okay. For me, it's like I'm self-aware. So being that I'm self-aware, I'm always reflecting on where my goals is at, right? Who's a distraction, right? Because distractions come in different ways, right? And who can help me elevate and who I would love to help elevate as well for whatever they trying to do, right? We say each one teach one.
Right.
So if we're saying this is the goal that we want to get to, it may not be money, but it may be a behavior, a mindset of financially free, right? So financially free don't mean $1 million for everybody. It could just mean I'm doing something that I love doing and it doesn't feel like work.
Right.
So if I'm talking to a bunch of my friends or a bunch of my homies, it's like, yo, what's the goal? Right? And every time we bring up the goal, I'm like, this is where I want to be. And someone may not want to do that. We still cool. Yeah. But I can't put my energy around that person as much as I used to because,
because
we're moving in two different directions.
Right.
Right? But in a relationship, like a personal relationship, it's kind of the same thing. Like everybody don't move together. Like we both grow, we just grow in different ways. And things like that is what make me, you know what? It's gonna hurt, but I gotta accept it. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't have a commonality of what we want to do, that's hard, bro. Like I had to deal with that. Like being in a relationship and being like, yo, no matter what happened, I'm just not happy. I don't like how this is going. You're not deliberately doing anything to me, but I know I'm not fulfilled. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, nah, this ain't gonna work. I'd rather us just be friends. Like I'd rather have a relationship and be friends with you than stay together and start resenting you. Yeah. You know what I mean? So how do you deal with that on the relationship side?
It's the same way. Like you just said, I mean, I have to, me and you, we have to be able to talk about, like, we got to be able to talk about something. And when it comes to just the relationship of the relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to understand that we in this together. And if we can't come to, like you said, if it's not going to be a commonality, I might as well stand over here and watch you do whatever you're gonna do because I'm not doing that. Like you say, but that's the thing about growth. Like as a human being, you're never gonna be where somebody else is, and they're never gonna be where you are. So you really, really have to come to the compromise of, listen, as long as you grow, I'm happy with that.
Right.
And as long as I grow in what I'm trying to do, and you happy with that, we can still come together.
Right.
And like you say, we can still be cool, but
Right.
it has to be a personal compromise on each person to be able to shed that little bit of ego that got you looking so much tunnel vision, where you drop it off and be like, hey, oh, okay, you are right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I am cool with you. We cool. And you know I'm trying to do this, right? Yeah, I know you're trying to do it. You know I'm trying to do this, right? Yeah, I know you're trying to do this. Okay, cool. Let's keep it moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because so many other people are not excuse me, are not okay with somebody else doing something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I like basketball, you don't have to dribble a ball or like it either.
Right.
But just at least be there to support me when it's time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest compromise about it all. Just be there for me when it's time. Because again, you might not like it, and I might not like what you like to do, but
that's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
That's
gonna happen.
Facts.
Period. Right. And again, long as you can show up for me, I don't care what you like. You can like stepping on bugs. Hey, baby, I'm gonna show up. Get them boots out. I get your boots for you. You about to go stomp some bugs? Okay, you know what I'm saying. All I can do is look. I like you after you get finished stomping them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we in this together. You know what I'm saying? And again, long as if that's what we agree on, that's what we agree on. No two people are alike. Everybody always be like, oh, I want to be like. We should be alike, and that. No, I don't want to be like you.
But that goes back to dealing with change, right?
Right, but and those people that are okay with change, and people that are just definitely never even trying to embrace it. They like, I don't want to change. Right. I'm gonna keep the same shirt on. But how do you change your living room set when you live at your house? How have you changed it?
Right.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me you had the same shirt that you had 13 years ago? No. And you still wear it to the same spot, except the same chick to still say the same thing to you when she see you in it the first day?
All right, hold on. So I know you sparked something. So let me ask you something. Do you want to get married at some point? I'm just like serious. I'm not even being funny.
I would love to.
Okay. So let me ask you something. When you get married, you make a permanent decision for a current moment, because you're making the decision based upon the current moment, right?
It shouldn't be off a current moment.
So no,
it shouldn't be off a current.
So
moment.
What do you when you get married? What are you basing it off of? Because you don't remember. People change, so you don't know what they're going to be like 10 years down the road, right?
Right, but I'm basing it off of what I've known up until now. Up until that day or that current time period or whatever, up until that time period.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but it was past things that led up to that. You know what I'm saying? It was past things that led up to the culmination of the marriage.
Okay. So everything that happened to the present tense, to the present time.
Right.
So in your mind, right? Because when you get married, that's supposed to be it, right?
It should be.
How do you deal with what's to come though? Like, you don't know. People change all the time, bro. Because I asked somebody like, yo, but you could say you want to be together now for the rest of your life. 5 years later, you feel totally different.
Right. I mean, but that's life. That's the change of. And again, we just talked about that. If we know it's gonna change. As long as I know it's gonna change, I got to be prepared for the. You go on the roller coaster and you know that motherfucker about to go woo.
But you know the difference
because you already know it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
But that's the adventure of life. That's the spice of life. You wake up every day, you don't know what's gonna happen. You put your clothes on, you don't know what's gonna happen when you go out the door. You hoping that it's gonna go how it's supposed to go, but you don't know. Every single day. That's our life every day, but we don't. But we want to control it in some kind of way, and that's the whole thing. You can't control that. That is something that you can't control. If you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, whoever you believe in, Allah, whatever the case may be, you wake up every day with a hope and a prayer that you're gonna get through the day. You don't know how it's gonna go.
Chance and a choice.
You don't know how it's gonna go. So, hey, man.
So I'm glad you said you would love to be married on camera. So if he ever backtrack, if he ever backtrack, we know what it is. You know what I mean?
God.
And I set you up too. You know, I set you up. So go ahead and end it off. And any further thoughts, man? Any further thoughts, man? You know what I'm saying?
My last thought is he's an asshole.
That's cool. That's cool.
For setting me up for that bullshit.
Unconventionally, Miles, frequent flyer, Miles.
You
You
know
could put that asshole at the end of it.
Right.
I ask the questions that make you think, man.
But
You know what I'm saying?
no, other than that, you know, I just want everybody to be happy, merry, lovely. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 50, so I'm good. Y'all see how I look. Oh,
yo.
Holla at me.
Yo. What you mean, bro?
I'm just saying, man. I mean, hey, shit. If I don't feel like this, who gonna feel like this about me? Nobody.
Yo, bro, you just got energy when you start talking about yourself. You went from being
tired.
Not
supposed to. I wasn't tired. I was just chilling.
Yo,
I like me though.
I don't know, but yo, I'm about to be 50.
I like me a lot.
Yo, listen, man. Listen. Since I'm gonna end it off right? You about to be 50. David Robinson on the Spurs. Cool. Listen. We got a few guests coming up in the next couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be smooth. I got people in mind. He got people in mind. It's people I know that he may bring, and some of the people I may not know, and that's cool, right? The biggest thing is what I want y'all to start doing is sharing our clips. If you like a clip or if you like something we talking about, share it, like it, comment, right? So you're gonna see it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You're gonna see it in all those places, right? So the biggest thing is great for you guys to watch the content, but if you're not forwarding it to other people that it can help them, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So on my Instagram, you can follow me on Mr. Frequent Flyer Miles. You can follow us on 2 Brains, 1 Goal. You can follow me on One Touch Mortgage. You can follow me on TikTok, Unconventionally Miles. It's a lot going on. If y'all not tuned in, y'all moving backwards. It's a lot going on. Go ahead, talk your talk.
YouTube, Bernard Party on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, Freddy in the Flesh. You can follow me on Facebook, Bernard Party. You can follow me on Snapchat. Yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm out here on these streets. So, you know what I'm saying? Like he's saying, we just, I mean, and we post everywhere. So everywhere, like you said, if you like the clip, share it and we'll see it, we'll tag it, and we trying to get out here.
Another thing is, Freddie P, he gonna have something called Barbershop Talk coming in the near future. You know what I mean? Because you know, like that barbershop talk that's for the men. You dig what I'm saying? I got a separate mental health podcast as well. So we moving and grooving. So don't think 2 Brains, 1 Goal is stopping here. We got things we do separately. We got things we do together, but we always come to the drawing board and talk to one another about what's coming up and support one another. You know what I mean? 2 Brains, 1 Goal, another episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Talk your talk, Freddie, before we out. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
Factual.